Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, ready. 1, 2. Tres.
What's up, YouTube? This is our first YouTube video ever, and it's gonna be a Q&A.
And we're gonna answer some questions that you guys had sent her on Instagram about us when she asked you. And we're just gonna go ahead and start off with the very first one.
Okay.
Alright, numero uno is, how old are we and where are we from? So, I am 20 years old. I'll be 21 in 2 months. And I'm from San Bernardino, California. And my name is Christian. And this is Madeline. And
yes, I am 19 and I'm also from San Bernardino.
And number 2 is, how did you guys meet?
How did we meet? Well, we knew each other kinda in high school because we went to the same high school, but he was 2 grades above me, so he was a senior when I was a sophomore, and we were both dating other people, but we would see each other in the halls, you know, and I'd be like, oh, he's cute, like, it's okay.
And how we actually met was, it was right after she finished her junior year of high school and I finished my first year of college. It was like 11:30 at night and I was on my bed on Twitter and she posted a like for TBH and I was like, because she had just posted a really cute selfie a couple days ago, so she messaged me back like 15 minutes later and she was like, TBH, you're really attractive. So I was like, this is my cue. And I said, well, I think you're very attractive as well. And I asked her if she would like to go on a date sometime. Kind of just dove in, right in on that one. And she said, yeah. So the very next day, she hadn't responded to me for a while. And I was at the mall with my friend. And I was actually talking about it. I was like, yeah, I was like, she said she wanted to go on a date, but now she didn't message me back. So... And then it was weird because literally at that moment she messaged me back and I was like, and we ended up going out to the very next day, the day after that. We went to Starbucks. I picked her up from her house.
Wait, and the way he picked me up too was like the cutest thing ever because I was like, I would always post music on Twitter that I liked and I had just recently gotten to country. So like everything that I had recently posted was country, and I got in the car and like one of my favorite country songs was playing in the truck, which was like a big plus 2. It
was a plus 2. So I drive like a small car normally, but my dad has a old Toyota pickup truck, and it doesn't have like a MP3 or like an aux in it for your phone, just like the old stereo because it's like a 2001. But so that morning before I left her house, I went to Walmart and bought one of those cassette adapters so I could plug my phone in and play all the music that I found on her Twitter, because I stalked her to find out what music she liked. And then we drove to Starbucks and we got drinks. She got and she swears she didn't, but she got a venti, very berry hibiscus tea.
I did not get a venti.
You did get a venti.
No, because I was like, I really want a venti, but this is the first date. I can't show that I want a venti.
I swear you did. And I got a green tea lemonade, right? I got a green tea lemonade, and we sat and talked by the window for like 3 hours, just talking and talking and talking, and it never really felt forced or anything. I mean, we got past like the first 2 minutes of awkward stuff in the car, and then it was just conversation after that, and it was cool. We had a great time. We talked about movies and like as basic as it sounds, just like life and a lot of different stuff. A lot of stuff that you wouldn't probably expect to talk about on a first date. But it was really fun and I had a great time. So we actually ended up going to a park after that and just talking for a while after we left Starbucks. There's a park right by our house. And I was having the best time, and I had to leave to work, and I was like, I'll call off work, we can just hang out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But we went to work, and my cousin works there. He's my best friend, cousin, everything, but like, he's my everything. But we went, I was like, dude, I was like, I went on a date today. He's like, with who? And I pulled up the picture that I was talking about that she posted on Twitter the other day with like her 103 likes or whatever. And he was like, I saw that retweet on the other day on my Twitter. And I was like, I know. And then he was like,
oh my god.
And he was like, oh my god, and I was telling my coworkers about it and all that. And I was so excited. And we went on another date the next day. And we went to Chipotle. And she got steak on the second date. And I was like, big spender.
I know.
But,
oh my god. I could have gotten guac too, but I didn't.
You didn't get guac. You didn't.
I ate some dry ass freaking bowl with no guac in it.
Yeah, because you're a little girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get rice and meat, and I guess you could put some lettuce in there, maybe.
I know, because now I get like everything.
Yeah.
So.
But that was our second date, and then it's just turned into a bunch of more dates because it was summer break for both of us, so we just had a lot of free time, obviously. But it's been a little bit over 2 years now since we started dating. The next question: do you have any discrepancies about that? Do you have any different versions of our first date, or is that about right?
I don't know. I just think it was so weird because, like, I had been single for a while, and he had been too, and we were just doing our stuff, like going to school. It was my junior year and his first year of college, and like people had asked me on dates before, and I was just like, nah, like no. And then he messaged me, and I don't know why, it was like a out of body experience or whatever, but I was like typing and not thinking of what I was saying. Like I was just like, he was like, do you want to go on a date? And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, wait, what? Like, why do I want to go on a date? Like, whatever. And then my mom, out of all people, she was like, I asked her, I was like, oh yeah, like this guy asked me on a date, can I go on a date with him? And she said yes. And I was like,
very protective, usually.
yeah, she never lets me go anywhere. And I was like, yes? And she was like, yeah, go ahead. So I was like, okay, I'll take that as a sign.
She loves me too.
Yeah.
So, next question. Oh, we kind of answered the how did you guys meet and when was your first date?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, what is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve about you might change it actually. I thought about it, but now I might change it. My biggest pet peeve about you is that it's so hard. There's so many. But my biggest pet peeve about you. Yeah, I know what it is. My biggest pet peeve about you is that you're tall and strong, and that whenever we try to do like athletic things, you always like when we played basketball in the pool the other day and stuff. You're hard to play against because you're strong. And you actually make me have to try really hard every time we do stuff. Mm-hmm. But shouts out because that's how we won our toy at Disneyland the other day.
Yup.
Because we had to throw these little beanbag sacks into the mouth of a cardboard cutout of Heimlich from Bug's Life.
Insert clip.
She made one of them. And then I made the other two.
I did make one of them.
She made it.
His real name
and I said, how did you make that? And she said, with my eyes closed.
Yeah, my eyes were closed.
That's how she made it. But
his real name is Heimlich, but I named him Pilly because he's a caterpillar. So Pilly.
He's perfect size for you to sleep with at night, huh?
Yes, he's not hot.
Alright.
Okay.
So, the next question.
Wait,
what is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve. Okay. My biggest pet peeve is that I'm a very organized person. Like when I go to school, I have like a set schedule. Like this time I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have that finished by this, and like all that. So like when we have dates and stuff, I try and incorporate like, oh, we'll go here this time, and then after that, like we'll go to this place. Blah blah blah. Blah. Yeah. Okay. Christian is the exact opposite of that. He's like, oh yeah, like I'm very like go with the flow, and I'll be like, okay, do you want to do this tomorrow? This and this, and he's like, yeah, like it's okay, like we could go with the flow, like.
I don't say that, but we can.
It's like that though. Yeah. So that's what my biggest pet peeve.
Okay.
But it's
that's
okay.
Fair. 3 things you love about each other. Okay, so numero uno is the number one of the number ones. Is I like that you still get shy when I flirt with you, even though I've been dating so long. And I'll say something like, I'll be like, oh yeah, baby, what you trying to do? Or something like that. You're like, I don't know. But that's number one, because I know that you freaking like me so much. Number 2 I love about you, I love your appetite, because I love to eat. Like, I love the whole process of eating. And
the whole process
the
of
whole
eating?
process. Don't get me started on
Oh my
that.
god.
But I love eating. And she has a big tummy. Not like me, but she can hold her own if we go to places where we get a lot of food.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that about you because you don't have to have a little salad or something like that. And my third thing I love about you is that you always motivate me to accomplish my goals and everything I need to do, and you encourage me to do things and to try new things and to do things that I probably wouldn't have had I not have someone like you encouraging me to do so. So that is the three main things that I love about you.
Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, my three things. Oh, sorry. It's okay, it's gone. My three things, I think my top one for sure is that he is the funniest person I've ever known in like my entire life, like ever. No matter what, even if I'm mad, if I'm sad, if I'm upset at him, he knows how to like turn it around and just make me laugh and make everything better. And yeah, I love that about him because I know that I will never get bored with him.
That's one.
Okay, one. Two, I think is he's a very caring person. Like, not just for me, but for everybody around him. He's always trying to make sure that everybody's okay, everybody has what they need. And when we first started dating my senior year, it was kind of like a rocky year for me. And he really, really showed me that he was always going to be there for me. Like, no matter what, if I needed him, he was always going to be there for me. So, yeah. That's my number two. No, my number three is not like one of my top three, but it just, I have to say it.
Okay.
But I love how freaking cute he is! Oh my god.
He said, I love how cute he is. Solid 8 out of 10.
No, like his dimple and everything just makes me so, wow.
Thank you.
So grateful.
Thank you. Number 7. Who's the bigger brat?
Shout out to Simi for that one.
The bigger brat. Well, some stuff I think that she's a brat about, and then very few things I'm a brat about also. But I'm the easiest going when it comes to if we're gonna get something to eat, or if we're gonna go to a place, or just like, probably because, like as she said, I'm so easygoing as far as like I don't really like to plan stuff. But I'm the bigger brat when it comes to, I don't even know, probably nothing.
Yes.
Yes.
No, he's a bigger brat when, let's see.
Yeah, that's right. You don't even know.
You just are.
Okay.
Like, I don't have any explanation for it, but you just are.
I just am.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I don't make a fit about anything. When do I make a fit?
Never.
So, final conclusion, he's a bigger brat.
Alright. That sums up what having a girlfriend's like. So.
Shut up! Oh my god.
Alright, so next question is, when do we say we love each other for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
So, shit. So,
He said it first.
I did say it first, kinda. And, well, so, it's probably, like, really, like, weird or, like, little kiddish of us, but I definitely have seen viral tweets on Twitter about it, so it's true. But we had, like, a 2-month period of it was like, I like you so much, or I like you. And
you're like, I like you. Like, we would
Yeah.
actually say that.
Yeah. But so it was after one of her shows with her band. It was, I am pretty sure it was a show in downtown San Bernardino, the one in downtown San Bernardino, and I took her to Baker's afterwards, and she got a large cherry shake, and she was drinking her shake.
And chili cheese fries.
And chili cheese fries that she didn't give me very much of. And anyway, we were sitting in the parking lot eating, and I feel like I've always been someone that has a lot of words to say, so I've always been very expressive to her with like long rants of stuff. But me and her were talking, and I was saying, like, you know, like these last months have been so cool, and I appreciate you so much. I love you on, and I didn't say love you. I was like, I'm so used to saying that, but I was like, you know, I appreciate you so much. Like, it's so cool. We've had so much fun together. This and that, going on and on, and I went on to say, I was like, and I just want to say that I'm falling in love with you and that I love you. And she looked at me and she said, well, I love you too. And then I told her I loved her about 1,000 more times that night because I could finally say it. But yeah, the way to any girl's heart is a cherry shake and chili cheese fries. So.
And I wanted a medium, but he made me get a large. But it was like one of those like movie things. Like we'd be driving and we'd be singing or something like that, and we'd just look over at each other and be like we'd want to say it, but like we just wouldn't because we knew that it was like too early or whatever, or like yeah. So we just said it in the parking lot.
We said it at a baker's parking lot, and I actually still remember the space that we said it in. Every time we drive by it, I point it out. It's another fun fact about me. There's certain things in California that every time we drive by, I point it out. So shout out to Flappy Jack's Pancake House in Yorba Linda, California, because every time we drive by it, I go, Flappy Jack's! And that's one of my main places.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, those are all the questions that we got. And that is the conclusion of our first YouTube video.
If you have any more questions, comment below.
And that's about it. So
like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
1, 2, 3, let's say it together.
1, 2, 3, let's say it together.
Say it 3 times fast. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
Bye.
Peace out, A-Town. See you guys.
Slouch though.
Like this. Talk about backrest.
Babe! God damn! It fucking broke! It broke!
Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm crying!
It's not funny. I hurt myself.
Why did you scream?
Because I hurt myself.
Oh my god. I'm crying.